Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about homeopathic medicine which is helpful in the treatment of boils. Boils are really painful for the people who knows how painful it is, because repeated appearance of boils is not good sign. If you're getting repeated appearance of boils, then it is that your immune system is low. You should build up your immune system. So, myself, Dr. Megha from Yogic Homeo Science. Why I thought of boils is because uh, the patient who comes with the boils only knows how painful and how irritating it is to have it. So, I thought that I will be also doing it in an one quick references. Today's topic is about belladonna. Okay, moving on to the belladonna as a whole. Belladonna is known as a beautiful lady because it is the Bella and Donna, which means beautiful lady. Whereas it is one of the polycrus remedy, and it is an acute violent condition which is used in acute violent condition, and it is also a kind of acting as spear of action. Its chief center of action is on the mucous membrane on the um, mucosa, everything. Whereas there is congestion which is running all over the drug. Belladonna keynotes. Belladonna is predominantly a right-sided remedy. Sudden and violent onset is very characteristic of this drug. Whereas the drug is really a kind of fantastic one when it is given to the patient, where they say that the complaint started very suddenly and violently, like fever, gallstone pain. Because gallstone pain, you already know that it always comes suddenly and it goes suddenly also, that kind of symptom. And congestion is the keynote of belladonna. Tension is also a keynote of belladonna, but it is a keynote of aconite, because aconite has the first grade for the tension. Belladonna also has a tension, but it is in the second to third grade, that's all. So the patient will be like flushed face, throbbing, and hard bounding pulse, rush of blood to the head with an delirium. Congestion causes redness of the face, eyes, and rash on the body. Whereas there is always throbbing pain which is running throughout the whole remedy. Redness is the must have symptom of belladonna, because it is very characteristic, arising from the congestion, and there is a great redness, and there is inflammation of the parts particularly or in general also. Heat is another peculiarity, because they are very chilly patient, but the heat is there due to the congestion, and due to that there is also an burning. It is a great burner, means burning sensation is another characteristics of belladonna. There is intense burning anywhere and everywhere, both internal and external, such as skin, brain, mouth, throat, tonsils, stomach, liver, etc. Sensitive to touch is also there, of the affected part is well marked in the belladonna. And there is great dryness which runs through the whole drug. Dryness is often associated with the heat, redness, burning, and throbbing pain all over the body. Along with the above signs which I had already said, there is also inflammation, swelling, and edema is also kind of seen. The skin is always swollen, shiny, very red and hot too, and also sensitive to touch. The patient does not want you to touch, and you also does not feel like touching because it's so hot. And by the look only you can come to know, because of the redness and shininess, okay, the skin is so hot and you does not want to touch it. Belladonna is a great pain remedy. That is one of the peculiar symptom. Pain comes suddenly, lasts very long or indefinitely, or goes away suddenly. Pain is usually in the short term. Burning and throbbing character of pain, with redness of the face and the eyes, fullness of the head, and throbbing pain all over the body. Where silicia and delphinium also have pain running up from the back, same like as that of belladonna. The patient is very much sleepy but cannot sleep. The patient is always enjoyable, jolly, well behaved, social, but belladonna patient are always covered with sweat. Generally, the patient is not thirsty, especially in the fever, they are thirsty. All the complaints are aggravated in the heat of the sun, that to 3 p.m. regularly. And so, moving on to the skin complaints of belladonna, that is boils. First, we'll be moving on to the skin complaints. Skin shows an uniform, smooth, shining skin. There is also a redness which is with the shining. Because of that, we'll be coming to know that okay, there is hotness also. Skin is very dry, hot, burning. Impacts of burning sensation on examine hand, because when we touch that, of course, we can also feel that burning. Painful and very sensitive to touch, and the skin is really very shiny. And there is also eruption over the skin. Eruption very much resemble like that of fire like kind of thing. Moving on to the boils of the belladonna. In boils, belladonna must be thought of in first stage before the pus formation takes place. The indications are redness, because redness run through the belladonna. It is main. Swelling is main, because there is congestion and there is inflammation which is involved in the belladonna. And heat of the affected part. And there is throbbing pain of the affected part or the whole part, means the boil is on the thigh, the whole thigh is having throbbing pain. Sensitive to touch, even the touch of the skin cloth is unbearable for them. That is also aggravating for them. That kind of irritableness is seen in the belladonna patient. And the skin is very shiny, and it looks like okay, something so shiny, because the shininess is so much with the redness. You can also think in this in the first stage of the boil, but I'd also given with the pus formation also. The pus formation also comes down with the belladonna. There is no need to worry about it. You can give it in any stage of boils also, but it acts so much powerfully in the first stage of boils. That is the main topic. That's all. Moving on to the general modalities. What makes the belladonna worst and what makes the belladonna better? Aggravation is from the summer sun, lying down, from the touch or the sensitive to touch, motion, strong smell, haircut, and while drinking, midnight, 3 p.m. I had already said, touch, motion, noise, and exposure to the hair, looking at the bright light. What is the amelioration factor, means which makes the patient feel better? Rest, standing or sitting straight and in the warmth room. But in the boils, applying a cold cloth on the boil makes the patient little bit relieved, and removing the cloth on that place also, because they are very sensitive to touch. This is the aggravation factor and the amelioration factor. And belladonna is very much complementary towards the calcarea. So you can think of calcarea also, you can think of apis also in the boils, you can also think of aconite, arnica, anything. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to press on the bell icon.